My best friend kept borrowing my boyfriend because we should share everything. I finally called her out in front of everyone at her own birthday party. It started innocently enough. She'd ask if Ryan could help her move some furniture or fix her laptop since he's good with tech stuff. I didn't mind at first because friends help friends, right? But then it became constant. Every week there was something. Her car needs checking. Ryan knows about cars. Her TV needs mounting. Ryan's so handy. Her kitchen sink is leaking. Ryan can fix that. She needs a ride to the airport at 4 a.m. Only Ryan is reliable enough. Her ex is bothering her at a bar. Can Ryan come pretend to be her boyfriend just this once? I started noticing she only had these emergencies when I was working or busy. Never when we could both go help. She'd text Ryan directly, not even asking me anymore, just assuming he'd drop everything. When I brought it up, she'd say, "Oh, I didn't want to bother you. I know you're busy," and Ryan offered to help. He never offered, she just guilt-tripped him saying she had nobody else. The thing that really pissed me off was she never asked her other friends' boyfriends for anything, only mine. Her friend Chloe's boyfriend is a literal mechanic, but when Maya's car broke down, who did she call? Ryan, who knows nothing about engines but would come anyway because he's too nice to say no. She started getting bolder too, asking him to be her +1 to work events when she couldn't find a date, even though 3 guys asked her. Having him help her pick out outfits because he has such good taste, which was weird because Ryan wears the same 5 shirts on rotation. She'd cook elaborate dinners as thank you, but only invite Ryan because I probably already ate at work. The final straw was 3 weeks ago. I had planned this romantic weekend getaway for Ryan's birthday, just us at this cabin I'd booked months in advance. The night before we're supposed to leave, Maya calls sobbing. Her basement flooded and she needs help moving everything upstairs right now or she'll lose everything. Ryan looks at me all guilty and says, "Maybe we should help real quick." I said absolutely not, it's his birthday weekend and her basement didn't flood. She posted stories from her perfectly dry apartment an hour ago. He still wanted to check, so we drove over and were surprised her basement is bone dry. She's standing there in this tiny dress, talking about how the flood threat passed. But since we're here, can Ryan help her move her couch because her back hurts? I lost it but stayed calm and said we're leaving. She grabbed Ryan's arm and goes, "Just 20 minutes please, I have nobody else." I said, "Maya, you have a brother 2 streets over, call him." She starts crying about how we're supposed to be best friends, and best friends share everything. That's when it clicked for me. She literally thought my boyfriend was a shared resource like a Netflix password. Last weekend was her birthday party at this club downtown. I watched her like a hawk, and sure enough, halfway through the night, she starts her bullshit. Tells everyone she hired a photographer for professional photos, but he canceled last minute. Then she turns to Ryan and goes, "You're so good with cameras, can you be my photographer tonight?" Before he could answer, I stood up and said, "Actually, Maya, I have a question. Why don't you ever ask Brad to help you with anything?" Brad is Chloe's boyfriend, who was sitting right there. Maya goes red and says Brad's probably busy. I said, "But Ryan's not busy? He's at your beck and call 24/7? She tries to laugh it off, saying I'm being weird and possessive. So I started listing everything. In the past month alone, Ryan has fixed your laptop, built your bookshelf, driven you to 12 different places, painted your bedroom, installed your AC unit, and pretended to be your boyfriend at your high school reunion. Tell me, Maya, what exactly have you done for him? Or for me?" Everyone's staring now, and her friend Alexa goes, "Wait, you made him go to your reunion? You told me you went alone." I said, "Oh, there's more," and pulled out my phone. I'd screenshotted every text she'd sent Ryan that month. 47 messages, all asking for favors. Not one normal conversation, just demands for his time. I passed my phone around the table while reading them out loud. "Ryan, can you come over? Ryan, I need help. Ryan, are you free right now? It's an emergency." Our friend group was shocked. Brad goes, "Jesus, Maya, I thought you were joking when you said you wished you had a Ryan to help with stuff. You literally meant him specifically." She tried to defend herself, saying Ryan never minded, and that I was making a big deal out of nothing. Ryan finally spoke up and said, "Actually, I did mind, but you'd cry every time I said no, so I stopped saying it." She stormed out, calling us assholes and saying we ruined her birthday. The whole friend group took our side. Turns out she'd made comments to other girls about how lucky I was to have such a helpful boyfriend, and how they should share the wealth. She texted me the next day, saying I publicly humiliated her, and she thought we were close enough to share everything. I replied, "Boyfriends aren't communal property, Maya, get your own." Haven't heard from her since, and Ryan finally grew a spine about saying no to people.